Are you looking for the best solar generators? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best generators on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Bluetti Apex 300 Solar Generator plus 350 watt solar panel. During our hands-on testing of the Bluetti Apex 300, we were impressed by its versatility. It works as a standalone power source or the base of a larger home backup system that's expandable and customizable, including integration into a large home solar array. Alone, it delivers up to 3,840 watts and handles up to 7,680 watts of surge power. Capacity is a solid 2,764. 8 watt-hours, and it also powers 240-volt appliances or circuits with the help of 30 and 50 amp outputs. It's also possible to level up the Apex 300's power by adding up to 6 additional batteries for a very high capacity of 19,353.6 watt-hours. Or, scale that up even higher, connecting up to 2 other Apex 300 units and running them in parallel, giving you up to 58,060.8 watt-hours of capacity if you added batteries to those, as well. The station offers recharging through AC power, including a 240-volt turbo option, but it's serious about solar recharging, too. There are 2 ports for connecting solar panels up to 1,200 watts each, which is impressive. Having the option of up to 2,400 watts of solar input is uncommon in a station of this size and price point. Plus, even higher input is possible by pairing with a Bluetti SolarX 4K voltage regulator, which is designed for connection to larger solar arrays. We only tested it with a 350-watt panel, which worked well, but honestly, it would take over 24 hours of unobstructed full sun to fully charge it with that panel. Knowing that it could adapt it to a much larger array in the future is a major bonus. Another special feature in the Apex 300 is the use of 2 inverters as opposed to 1, giving you 2 banks of 120-volt 1920 watt output, 2 outlets in each bank. In our tests, this enabled us to easily run 2 high-powered appliances at the same time, including a space heater and a toaster, with no issues at all. There's also a built-in UPS feature that switches to battery power in the event of a blackout. Our only disappointment was the lack of DC output, such as USB or 12-volt. You need an optional hub for that. At 84 pounds, it's also quite heavy to lug around. At number 2. Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 plus 200 watt solar panel. This model replaces the original Jackery 1000, but many of the same observations made of the first model still apply. The new version has a slightly higher capacity of 1,070 watt-hours and uses a newer lithium iron phosphate (Li-4) battery, which is a newer battery technology that offers a longer lifespan, 4,000 cycles versus 500 cycles for this model, and better performance in extreme temperatures. Expert Maggie Slepian used the previous model on a media trip where she had to keep multiple camera batteries charged during a week-long outing. She found that while the capacity was lower than you'll find with others on this list, it could actually power items for longer than some higher capacity models. She also charged her photographer's camera batteries while charging the power bank on solar power. It was a very sunny winter day, which proved effective and efficient. The newer V2 model has 7 ports, including 3 AC outlets, 2 USB-C ports, 1 30-watt and 1 100-watt, a 12-volt car port, and 1 standard 18-watt USB-A outlet. It charges a typical laptop 8 times or power a small refrigerator or a powered cooler for over 15 hours. The Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 charges with a 200-watt or a 12-volt outlet in your vehicle while you're on the move. It has fairly standard charging times, with 11.5 hours in a car outlet, 5 hours for solar panels, and just 5.5 hours to fully charge in a wall outlet. This won't be your best bet for powering larger appliances, but it's an ideal power station for smaller items and off-grid camping. At number 3. Goal Zero Yeti 1500 Power Station plus Nomad 200 watt solar panel. We had the opportunity to do some hands-on testing of Goal Zero's newest Yeti 1500, which impressed us with its reliable performance and durable build. This 2000-watt power station is weatherproof with an IPX4 rating and features outlet shields that cover the ports and inputs. Each section is also well lit by an LED light that's individually turned on or off using a manual button or the mobile app, and will shut off if not used after a certain period. There's a healthy number of outputs on the Yeti 1500, including 4 120-volt AC outlets, 2 are high-powered, USB-A ports, and 4 12-volt connections. We simulated an emergency blackout, and managed to run a cable modem with a Wi-Fi router, a lamp, a TV, and a tower fan, while also charging a phone and a laptop through the USB-C ports. Given the station's output and capacity, there was enough power for over 2 days of use, conveniently shown on the main display, and there was plenty of room to spare for a few more devices. To test its solar capabilities, we paired the Yeti 1500 with a Nomad 200-watt portable solar panel and connected it using the high-voltage DC input, which accepts up to 600 watts, however, it also features a low-voltage input that accepts up to 300 watts for smaller panel arrays. Because both inputs can be used simultaneously, you could theoretically pair with 2 arrays for up to 900 watts. Of course, no portable panel operates at 100% efficiency. Even on a sunny, cloudless day with no shade causing obstructions, the input reading showed anywhere from 125 to 145 watts. After initiating a recharge with only 5% capacity left, it would take at least 10.5 hours in those conditions to recharge. That's actually not bad. An average of about 70% efficiency for a portable panel is good. At number 4. Ecoflow Delta Pro 3600 Power Station plus 400-watt panel. The Ecoflow Delta Pro is a large portable power station with an output that rivals some gas portable generators. When sold in a bundle with solar panels, like the package with 2 220-watt portable panels we tested, it becomes a powerful solar generator. With an output of 3,600 watts, the Delta Pro handles multiple appliances, and the output has the ability to bump up to 4,500 watts with its built-in X-Boost technology if more power is needed. To get an idea of the run time, we used the Delta Pro to power a full-size, 25 cubic foot refrigerator, which it did for a remarkable 51 hours and 24 minutes. When recharged from a standard outlet, it took only 2 hours and 36 minutes. But, it also charges with the included adapter, at EV charging stations, with a DC car adapter, or with the solar panels that come with the unit. The combined potential of the two panels is 440 watts, but as we've mentioned before, that number is a maximum output, in optimal conditions. In bright midday sun, in Pennsylvania's late spring weather, we typically hit the high 300s, and maintaining that requires frequent repositioning. With the Delta Pro's large capacity, it generally takes longer to charge than most portable power stations, including the models we've tested. The good news is the Delta Pro accepts up to 1,600 watts of solar input, so it charges more quickly by connecting more panels. At number 5. Anker Solix F2000 Solar Generator plus 400-watt panel. The heavy-duty wheels and telescoping handle on Anker's Solix F2000 are easy to use, allow you to stand upright when pulling, and are a dream for people who regularly find themselves moving their power station around, whether it's at a campsite or to different parts of the house during a power outage. Along with convenience, this generator is a powerhouse with the capacity to easily run your refrigerator or a greenhouse heater. Yes, we received questions about this, or keep your RV bright and warm. We're also impressed with Anker's app, which allows us to check the charging status or power being generated without continually going outside to check. The app also lets you turn power to the AC and USB ports on and off remotely, keeping tabs on how much energy is being utilized. The Solix F2000 has 12 ports, including 2 car ports, an RV-specific outlet, 4 AC ports, 3 USB-C charging ports, and 2 USB-A. In sunny conditions and moderate temperatures, it recharges with a 200-watt solar panel in just a few hours and supports up to 1,000 watts of solar input. At number 6. Bluetti Solar Generator AC 180 plus 200-watt solar panel. While smaller power stations may be able to power devices like mini fridges, they can't do it for very long. That's why some excursions require a more powerful option. Sitting nicely in the mid-range for power capacity is this 1,152 watt-hour station, the Bluetti AC 180. This offers 1,800 watts of output, 2,700 peak, with 4 outlets of AC power. That's enough to run a refrigerator for up to 17 hours, even longer for an electric cooler. What also makes this model stand out are the charging features. It supports a solar panel array of up to 500 watts, which is a bit higher than you sometimes find in power stations of this size. It also offers a fast charging mode that recharges the station 80% in 45 minutes, though you should use fast charge modes sparingly as they can shorten the life of the battery. Beyond AC power, there are a good number of outputs, including 5 USB, the only one is USB-C, but at least 100 watt, and a 15 watt wireless charging pad on the top of the unit. There's also built-in Bluetooth for controlling and monitoring the station using a mobile app. That can be very useful for keeping track and being notified when power levels are low.